Yeah, let's take a look at your sales process and see if we can turn it into an online sales process. That's really the purpose behind this one. Got my whiteboard here, which I'm going to do to describe this to you. So let's get a little sort of heading going up here. We're talking about the sales process. Now, your sales process will be your sales process, and it probably follows this kind of sort of routine, really. So let's just get a black pen here for you. The first thing in your sales process is probably lead generation or prospecting or marketing, call it what you like. That's the first thing you probably do. So once you've generated the lead, you'll probably then go into some kind of trust, rapport building, general conversation, possibly. You might get more interaction there, but general sort of contact with people, trust building, and all those good things. At that point, you'll probably go into some kind of discovery mode. Yeah, discovery, exploring, fact finding, finding out a bit more about the business, what they're up to, that kind of thing as well would come into its own along the way. From discovery, which might take a number of meetings, at that point you're probably looking at presenting some kind of solution, presenting and closing as well along the way. So let's put in there present and close. Again, that can all take time, of course it can. Once you've presented and closed, then you'll want to tidy things up. There might be some kind of contract involved, a proposal for business, whatever you want to call it. And at that point, you're probably going to be delivering whatever it is you need to deliver. So that's kind of the old-fashioned sales process, which we've operated for donkey's years, really, when it comes to it, and that's fine. I mean, there's no big deal there. Now, the point is, though, that we've got the situation where we're going to turn it online. So how do we turn these things online? Well, that traditional sales process would have been in-person, one-to-one events, in-person, jump in the car, drive to the place of business, the surgery, the client's details, client's information, client's offices, all that kind of palaver, and you probably would have spent a couple of hours possibly in some of these meetings. Now online, of course, that's all changed. You don't have that need to do that, and you don't want to either. So let's just take a look at some changes to the sales process for you. First of all, in lead generation. In lead generation, you want to be doing your social stuff, your social selling is where it's at there. You want to be doing your LinkedIn, maybe Facebook, whatever is your social media, your YouTube channels. Check out your social selling index on LinkedIn. Make sure that you're using that really well. And you can use social selling to find your customers, get to know them, their problems, challenges, issues, goals, etc. Connect with them online, get talking to them, fix up a meeting for you to start the sales process. That's marketing, and social selling, social marketing, inbound marketing is where it's at. Putting out content, YouTube channels, information, blogs, podcasts. People use loads of things now in order to find people, find prospects, reach out to them, connect with them on social selling, and get to know them that way. But at some point, though, you'll then want to fix up a meeting with them. Now, the whole point about meetings or face-to-face, we're talking here about video, of course, screen to screen is where we're at with this one. Screen to screen selling is what we're talking about here. Is you want to start doing shorter meetings. So maximum 20 minutes is the maximum kind of period of time in which you'll be wanting to operate your meetings, really. When you fix up appointments or meetings, you suggest video. So suggest the video to the customer, or telephone, of course, works fine. I'm not saying it doesn't, but if you suggest video, then they will probably go for video. Fix the meetings off the hour, so never have a meeting on the hour. Always have them like 5 past, 10 past. It just makes people more precise with their timings if you go off the hour as well. Use your calendar invites as well. So use Microsoft Calendar or whatever is your method of contacting people to set up them. Put in the Zoom link or the Teams link in the calendar. Get them to confirm it, and everything's dealt with that way. And that way, of course, you can get straight in. When you get to the discovery mode or the trust mode, or you've fixed up a meeting, make sure that you have a tight agenda. Have a tight agenda on the calendar invite. Obviously, don't mess that up. Keep to the agenda. Yes, there's small talk, of course there is, but you tend to get more to the point with video consultations, video meetings. You don't tend to, have a cup of coffee and chew the fat, shoot the breeze for too long, and that's fine. I get that totally. So keep the agenda tight. Drive the agenda all the way through at the end of the meeting. Make sure that you've got a connection for the next meeting. I call that Velcro. So make sure you Velcro each meeting to each other. What's the next step? What's the action plan, a result of it as well? When it comes to presenting, make sure you use all the PowerPoints and PDFs and things. Invite other people in as well, of course. Invite experts in to help you with the presentation. Have experts when you're doing the contract. Get your procurement people in as well. If that's coming down to the contract time, you can invite people into meetings with no trouble whatsoever. That's a particularly useful online facility as well. So that's online really. It doesn't change a lot. You still follow the same sales process. You probably have lots of smaller meetings, all at sort of shorter durations. You can fix meetings up very quickly. Have them 1 or 2 a week if you need to, if you're getting close to doing a sale. Make sure that they're done via video, Teams, Zoom links sent out. Keep them short, keep them sharp, keep them tight, the agenda as well. Make sure you link every meeting together, which you do anyway. Get people in, invite people in when you need to. A sales manager maybe, some experts from head office, bring them in, get them involved, and then get yourself comfortable with the Zoom zones, which we talked about before. But essentially, you're following the same process really. The same process doesn't really change that much. At the end of the day, you're still doing selling. You're just doing it via video, what we call screen-to-screen selling. It's still face-to-face as far as I'm concerned, because your face is connecting with the customer's face, and you're doing the business that way. So not a lot of change really with online sales process, but you can get a whole lot more work done by using the screen, as long as the customer of course is happy to use the screen themselves, or telephone, whichever is easier. So there's a little update for you. Bye.